And we are live. Hey guys, you're welcome to Tony Claude Ghana TV, and you're welcome to the Minority Report. It's a big one when someone comes here and graces this honorable chair called the Minority Report. But you know what? I have Dejispurs with me, extraordinaire podcaster. He's back here, guys. He's back here. He promised you last week that he was going to show up, and he's here again. Dejispurs, you're welcome to the show. Please just give us that your intro. Give us that your intro. Come on, man. The champ is here. The
Tony.
champ is here.
It's a pleasure to be here. For those who don't know me, my name is Dejispurs, aka Arsenal Slayer, one and only Tottenham Van Helsing, and I'm out
Aha.
here to do a job, man. My job, quite simply, is to educate Arsenal fans, both in the UK and globally, about what's happening with your club. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Reinforce, advising what you need to do to get your club back in the big time, but also to share with you the highs of what is my club, Tottenham Hotspur. And I came here last week, pump chest, and I said to you, look, Tottenham's going to do a job this season. And Saturday against Southampton, you got a dose of what Spurs is capable of, just a dose, you know.
Mm.
And there was a lot of questions that were asked last week that really got answered on the first day. Dare I
Yeah.
say? I mean, there were doubts. I couldn't believe what I was hearing from you, Tony. But there were some doubts around Kulusevski. Could Kuli continue where he left off? Well, Tony, I'm looking you right in the eyeballs, mate. It looks like he's literally carried on from where he left off. I
Yeah.
made a bold statement that I said I can see Kulusevski being involved in more goal contributions. So that's goals and assists. I think he's going to outperform Diaz. And I've seen Arsenal fans shrink like little violets this week because then the kind of worst nightmare has already started to unfold. And for me, I really want to get into it because I really want to get into your game. I told you that I hope that Arsenal are not going to give us another episode of Stranger Things. And, we talked about the fact that you guys do things in the upside down. And, after 15 minutes against Crystal Palace, it was quite clear that normal service had been resumed at Arsenal because Crystal Palace were all over you. And I think if football was a fair game, then Crystal Palace would have walked away with a draw, if not snatched the 3 points. But hey, you managed to get the game over the line. So although you didn't play well, I'm sure, Tony, you're very grateful for the 3 points. But in terms of the predictions that I made last week about your club, mate, I think after seeing that bogus performance against Crystal Palace, it's reaffirmed my beliefs all along that you guys aren't finishing above eighth in the Premier League. Your team is a little bit like the show that we're watching about you guys. The show we're watching at the moment on Amazon Prime is All or Nothing. And I don't know,
Oh my God.
we are watching it with anticipation because we all know what happened. You guys got absolutely nothing. So, for me, everything's looking rosy. Spurs finished last weekend, top of the league already. And we're looking forward to this weekend's match against Chelsea. And I'm going to have another sip of my cup of tea.
Thanks for that intro, Deji Spores. Deji, see, I'll just put it on you here. I'll flip it back on you. Last week, you pumped up your chest, came down to the Minority Report, you graced the show, and then you openly declared that Arsenal was going to have a 1-1 draw. Can you remember what happened?
Yes, and let's be real. And I
No, no,
knew,
no, no, no,
I
no,
knew
no,
you were going to
Deji. No,
start with
no,
this. Let me
No,
explain.
no, Deji.
Yeah, come
Can
on.
you remember
I
when you
can.
came here last week? And
Yeah,
can you remember what you said?
yeah,
Can you
yeah,
just say it to the public
yeah.
because we have
I,
public records here?
I said on record that last week I can't see Arsenal and getting more than a draw against Crystal Palace. But listen up, though. Listen to what I have to say in relation to this. While I was watching the game,
Yeah.
it had 1-0 written all over it. I think even you, as an Arsenal fan, what at 50 minutes, 60 minutes, 70 minutes into the game, you were thinking, damn, Dejispurs.
Did you watch the first 15 minutes of that
Bro,
game?
get the 15 minutes, bro.
No,
After the,
no, Deji.
after
Did
the
you
first
watch
15,
the first
bro,
15 minutes of that
I
game?
watched the first 15 minutes and I watched your players. You see the same motivation you started the preseason game with Chelsea. All
Yeah.
that energy. You know that energy? Like
Yeah,
Bumblebee.
and we beat them 4-0. You remember
Yeah,
that, right?
I saw that energy in the first 15 minutes. And then after that, bro, it was one-way traffic. It was
Yeah, but
one-way
we got the
traffic.
goal. But we got the
Crystal
goal.
Palace
But,
was, bro,
Deji,
let's be real.
why is it that every pundit, most pundits, are actually forgetting the kind of place Crystal Palace is?
No, 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 no.
Do you know the
Don't
kind of
forget Crystal
steel
Palace.
that team is made of right now?
Crystal Palace is a big team. Don't get it twisted. Crystal Palace
Legitly,
is a big team. But
legitly. They
I
took points
think,
out of the top three last season, including
yeah,
you. Do you
yeah,
remember
but
that?
yeah, I do remember that. This is why I had them down to get 1-0. But you got to remember, this is Crystal Palace without Conor Gallagher.
Then
And
why
I could
then
see,
why aren't you giving us the credit that we deserve
no, no, no,
for
no.
going
I'm not, no,
for
I'm
going to Crystal
saying,
Palace,
I'm saying,
grinding a
no,
result,
listen, you're not,
grinding a clean sheet,
let,
and then putting
bro,
two goals at the back of their net
listen up. You're
and
not going
coming
to
out
hear,
on skirt in that
listen,
game. And
look,
yet you
Tony,
don't want to give us our credit. Why?
I'm
Why is that?
giving you your credit and just know that you're not going to get many of these this season, but I'm giving you credit. I'm saying that Arsenal, you did well to get the result over the line, but let's be real. What I'm trying to say to you is you cannot be happy with that performance. When you were smashing Chelsea 4-0, when you're smashing Sevilla 6-0, I told you, bro, that the Premier League is this ain't the Premier League. This is not Miami, Florida. Yeah, we ain't got flamingos flying about. This is the Premier League. And we saw after 15 minutes what the Premier League about. Bro, let's be real.
Big up the United family. Big up the United family.
Big up to United family. If Conor Gallagher was playing, I think that game results in a draw. Eze missed a
But
chance.
why all these excuses? Why all these excuses? Hey, see,
Did you not?
me and you will still go into the big excuse that Liverpool coach pronounced just this past weekend, where he said that even the field was dry and that's why Liverpool couldn't grind out a result. We'll
the
still
field
come
was
back to
dry
that
though.
anyway.
The field
But
was dry.
why all these excuses when it
That's a
comes to
fact, bro. The
Arsenal?
field is
Why
dry.
all
That's
these
a fact.
excuses? We went into
No,
the belly of the beast, grind
Tony.
out a result. You know how difficult it is to actually go to Crystal Palace and grind out a result. You know how steely their defense is. You know Dakore is there. You know Zai is running in front of you. You know Ayu is right there running right
So
through
are
you.
you? So are you
And you
happy?
don't want to give Arsenal
Tony.
the
So
credit they
Are
deserve.
you?
Why is
Can I
this?
ask you a question? Are you happy
Why?
with the way
Why
your
all
team
these
performed?
excuses?
Are
What
you
is this?
happy with the way your team performed?
For the fact that we went to Crystal
No,
Palace to grind that result,
answer the
that's all
question.
that matters.
Answer the question. Are you happy with the way your team performed? Yes or no?
For the first 20 minutes, yes. For the first 20 minutes, yes.
Can you
And for the
see?
rest of the game, the intensity
So,
dropped a bit. But
can we
hey, come on, you're in
can we
Crystal Palace.
can we agree? Up until the own goal, you were hanging on for dear life. True or false?
You're
Bro,
actually still forgetting the point that
the,
we
bro,
played
you're
in
stuttering.
Crystal
So,
Palace.
bro, we can see.
Do you
People
understand
in
that?
the chat
Do you
can see.
understand that?
Everyone can see with our own eyes that you guys, you just got it over the line. If that is the yardstick that you're gonna be excited by this season, then you deserve what is gonna happen to your club this season. I told you that Arsenal is dead food. Apart from your starting 11, when you made your subs, it was a joke. Your substitutes was a joke. I mean, I couldn't believe. I mean, those guys. I didn't know if I was watching Arsenal or Cheltenham FC. I didn't know if I was watching Arsenal or Cheltenham because the substitutions were so poor. It was a joke. You got it over the line. I'll give you props. You managed to get 3 points. But bro, you know that there's your luck is gonna run out. This is the Premier League, the toughest league in world football. Do you think you're gonna be able to keep doing that week in, week out? Of course not. You're gonna run out of luck and you're gonna start getting spanked.
So
You get
so
what I'm
so
saying?
so what you basically telling me is that a team would actually go into Selhurst Park, defeat Crystal Palace 2-0, on come out on scurf without conceding any goals, and then you call it luck for a team in the caliber of Crystal Palace. Like,
Are you kidding?
where do you get this delusion from that you could
Tony,
actually go into Selhurst Park,
Tony,
grind a 2-0 result out of there?
grind, bro.
Chelsea
You got.
get a 1-0 win
Let's
this
look.
weekend,
Let,
and
let, let,
everyone is bigging them up. Oh, they're good. Oh, they keep it 1-0. Oh, they're good. They're actually nice. Yeah, they
bro,
didn't play too well, but they
I'm not gonna
grind the
lie.
result. Why is it that Arsenal goes
Let me
into the
tell
belly
you
of the
what I
beast,
saw. What I saw when I
goes
was
into a
watching.
London
Let me
derby,
tell you what I saw.
and fans like you
Bro,
from Spurs have totally thrown away the fact that this is a London derby. Of course, you know that London derbies are always difficult. They're always
what are
fighting
you
for the
talking
heart of
about?
London. And then you come here, you big up your chest because you played Southampton, that'll be fighting relegation anyway this season. And then you confidently telling me that Arsenal came out from that win in Selhurst Park as just luck. Like,
Bro,
how do
let me tell you what
this
I
is
saw when
delusion?
I was
This
watching
is
your club.
delusion in the
Let
flesh.
me tell you what I saw. Have you seen the movie Bambi? Have you seen the movie Bambi? You know when he's
Definitely.
yeah. So you've seen the movie Bambi? Is a Disney movie. It's a kids
Yeah.
movie where the deer tries to stand up and he falls down. That's what I saw, bro. I saw your team learning how to walk, and you managed to just get it over the line. There was nothing
Okay.
impressive about your performance.
So
The
so
only
so
thing
now
impressive, the
so now there
only
wasn't any
impressive
positives. So there
player
wasn't
was
any
Saliba.
positive that
The
you
only
saw
positive, the
in the
only
Arsenal
positive,
team,
the
in
only
that
positive
Arsenal
was
team.
two players. There were two players that was positive.
Who? Give me the
Jesus
name.
is, let me tell you, Jesus is not lazy. He's not lazy. He was running
Okay,
around. Yeah.
I'll take that.
And Saliba has more skill than Holding and Ben White put together. But bro, Ben White was spinning around on that right back position like he was Kylie Minogue. He was getting spun left, right, and center. I mean, Eze and Zaha left this guy for dead several times. It was a joke. I mean, for me, you're asking for trouble if you play Ben White against Leicester City. Up
But but
against
but
Vardy,
but hey, that's not his position, in it.
I don't give it, bro. You've got
No,
two right
no,
backs.
no, 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 no. It's
Why is Ben White
multitasking, in
playing
it.
right back, bro? Why is Ben White playing right back?
Of course, Tomiyasu is injured, but he's back in training.
Well, you've got
He's back
Cedric,
in
the
full training.
entertainer,
So
and you've got
we should see him
You've got
next week.
Bellerin. He keeps spinning around. Why are you using Bellerin or Ballerina?
But I never thought that Ben White had a bad game. Come on, you playing against
Ben
Zaha.
White
Come
got
on,
turned,
on
bro.
that flank.
If you
Come
played
on,
a half
come
decent
on. You're
team,
playing
you
Zaha.
would have got turned over, bro.
You know the deal
If you played a half,
when
this
it's
is what I'm
Zaha on that
saying.
flank, right?
This is what it is, Tony. This is why I know that I know where you are. You're suffering from in Finland. I know you guys have got good health care, so I'm gonna ask you, bro, to get checked. I'm diagnosing you on this show right now that you're suffering from
On
mental
the
health.
Minority Report.
On the Minority Report, bro, you're suffering from delusions of grandeur, bro. Delusions of grandeur, because
Let's see what
any
Ryan
Luton,
Maguire Gunner TV is saying here. Deji, Ryan Maguire is a member of this channel, so you'll be seeing him around, and
big
there'll be
up to
times we will
Maguire.
have.
Maguire, put some respect on my name. Here we go again. What do you mean, here we go again? Who is top of the league?
Oh, here we go.
Who is top of the
Oh,
league?
here we go.
Who
One
is
game
top?
in, and
After
Spurs are
week one,
winning the
who's top
league
of the league?
again.
What can
Here
what can
we go
anyone
again.
what can anyone tell me right now?
Deji, Deji. We'll come to Spurs a little bit more. Uh, I will give Spurs their credit because they really impressed me this weekend. I won't lie about that. I'm a very objective person. I'll give you your props, but I want us to finish up this Arsenal deal first. I know that the intensity, in the latter part of the first half, went down a little bit in that first half, and in the second half, we just decided to just defend.
Yeah,
I genuinely see Crystal Palace as a place that it's a very tough place. Vieira is actually molding that team in his own image and likeness, the way he played for Arsenal. That's
yeah,
how he's actually molding that team. You could see the way they're playing, even without Gallagher. It weakened that team. It's there to see. The gaps were there, but
yeah.
you could still see that that team can still do damage this season. What do you think?
Bro, I agree. I rate Crystal Palace and I rate the. Let's be real, Vieira's doing a great job because under Roy Hodgson, that team would just sit back. Now you're seeing Crystal Palace popping it, spraying the ball, attacking. Bro, that Joachim Anderson was playing like Alonso in defense.
In
I mean, dare
defense,
I
he
say,
was that good. He
he
was
was
just that
playing
good.
fantastic. And let's be real, bro. If they had a half decent striker like you guys, they would have won the game. Let's just be real. Rams bottom, he made some good saves, but
Yeah,
they
he
got
made he made two good saves. Those saves were awesome.
they had a lot. They had a lot more chances on goal than you did, bro. So look,
Yeah,
I think
definitely. I totally agree. I totally agree. But
the only
still,
thing
but
missing
still,
though, the
doesn't
only thing
that
I will say is
doesn't
this:
that give you chance to still praise Saliba for what he did?
yeah, Saliba did a great job, but I think this. I think the issue for me is that Crystal Palace are still trying to work out. Conor Gallagher, put some respect on that brother's name. Conor
Mm,
Gallagher is a big game player, and Chelsea need to find a way to get him in their team or send him back to Palace. Do not waste talent. That's what I don't like about these big clubs. They've got all this talent, Brojan, Gallagher, and then they waste them on the bench. What
yeah.
I saw with Crystal Palace is that they've not filled the void. They're yet to replace Conor Gallagher, or they're yet to find a way to play without him. And you guys, dare I say, you lot were fortunate to have them first game of the season. I think moving forward by the fifth, sixth, seventh game of the season, Vieira would have found the system, would have found a way that suits all the players that he's got. And yes, Selhurst Park becomes another fortress. I totally agree with you. But what I can say is that you are reaping the benefits of having them first game of the season, because had you played them 6, 7 games in, I don't think you get that result. Not with
But
your
but but,
squad,
but they were still tough. They were still tough in it. It wasn't
bro.
an
But they
easy
were
game.
missing.
Every
It's like
player was
playing
sweating. They
you.
run their socks
Oh,
off.
it's like
It's
playing
Selhurst Park. It's
Arsenal.
what you do in
It's like
Selhurst Park.
playing Arsenal without Saliba. You're not the same, bro. Playing you without Saliba is not the
Yeah,
same.
yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
just think that Saliba completes that back four
it
well
does.
for us. Ben White. Even personally,
I
I
it was
don't.
them. It was
I'm not
them.
really a big fan of Ben White.
He's
But
dead
again,
finished.
I will still say that he still tried his best, because for anyone that would be able to stop a Zaha from creating chances. We all know Zaha is that kind of player that wants to cut in
So
deep.
they were
He
stealing
has
Ben
that eye
White
for
left,
that
right, and
ball
centre,
in the
bro.
18-yard box. We could also still see Eze looping that high diagonal, towards
Bro,
Zaha all the time. And
I'm not
after
gonna
Zaha,
lie.
after he met White, even if he ran past White, he met that brick wall called Saliba.
Yeah, he did. He met the brick wall called Saliba, but in reference to Ben White, for me, when I was watching him, he just looked like Casper the Friendly Ghost. To be honest with you, I don't know why we're calling him White. He was transparent
But I
on
think
that
I think
pitch.
that's
He was
unfair.
transparent, bro. You could see right through him. He couldn't do jack, and you guys
But
were
that's
just fortunate
unfair
to
to
get over
him.
the line.
That's
No, he
grossly
looked like
unfair to him.
Ben
It's
White
not
was
his
like Casper
position.
the. He
Playing
was
right
like
back
Casper
is
the
not his
Friendly Ghost,
position.
bro. He was
He's
Casper
a
defending
central
goal.
defender.
Bro,
He's a
if
central defender.
and that is the difference. When Arsenal fans ask me, how can you talk? How can you say that Tottenham is this? How can I can say that because your manager doesn't even trust your own players. You're having to play a centre back out of position when you've got two right backs on the bench. That's how woeful your team is. And the thing is, what I was saying this week is that I actually think your starting 11, Ben White aside, is not bad. It's not a bad team. It's probably
It's
top
not
eight.
bad on paper
But
anyway.
your
It's not bad
bench,
on paper.
it could be Cheltenham FC. I think it could be Cheltenham Town. Gloucestershire.
Yeah, I still think there could,
Also,
that we should still, delve into that transfer market to really help the bench.
you got to make 4 signings. If you do not make 4 signings, you deserve what's going to happen to your team. Because remember, bro, last season you didn't have no Europe. You didn't have any Europe. Now you're going to be in the Europa on Thursday night and then playing on Sunday. That team
But
cannot.
Mikel Arteta has already, he has already stated that there'll be more signings.
Let's
I
hope.
think Arsenal will still go for two more players. There's
Let's hope
rumors of
so.
Cody Gapco,
Good players,
Taneri,
though.
and all these players.
Good players, not some of this rubbish that I'm seeing that you guys are linked with. Because right now you're linked with players that I keep saying who.
But which players are out there in it? Which players are
Oh,
out
there's
there?
not what there's
No,
Judge
which genuine
Coach him,
players?
Coach
Which
him
genuine
Anderson.
players do you
Let me
think
tell you.
will
Let me
improve
tell
the
you.
team that are out there right
Let me
now?
tell you.
Tell
Joachim
me.
Anderson at Crystal Palace. He can get in your team. Eze can get in your team. Trossard from
No,
Brighton.
no, AJ, no, no.
Trossard can get in your team. Ivan Tony.
It can be in our
Ivan
bench.
Tony can get in your team. Bro, even Lewis Dunk can get in your team, bro. Lewis
Are you
Dunk from Brighton.
serious? Are you
Bro,
serious?
are you all right? Gabriel had a woeful game. Are you putting your trust in Gabriel?
Hmm.
You putting your trust in Gabriel?
Um.
No,
See,
I don't know what you want.
he's just having, he's just
I don't know what you want for your
creating
team, bro.
that defensive partnership with Saliba. You
And
know this.
and the
You know
jury's
this, and
still,
it
and
should
for me, the
definitely take
jury's out
time.
on Ramsbottom. I think the jury's out on Ramsbottom this season. I think he's. I
But he
think
had
you
two
guys.
exceptional saves. He had two
Yeah,
exceptional saves.
he done all right, but you know what I mean.
But
Ramsbottom.
I'll just ask you this quick question.
Yeah,
Arsenal was able to get the transfer of Leno out of the line and dispose him to Fulham, not for anything tangible at all, but Leno has left the club. Do
yeah,
you think, in any objectivity, if there's anything about objectivity that still remains with you, do
yeah.
you think that letting Leno go for that price was a good idea?
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I think if you just got to use common sense here. If I had a business where I
Yeah.
bought a player at a price and then sold the player for peanuts. I'll give you an example, and I said this on Northside Show. I there was a couple years ago, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try my hand in eBay, because I can see that people are making money on eBay. So I bought a Nike tracksuit. I don't know if it was fake or real. I bought that tracksuit for £50, no joke. And I was hoping to sell that tracksuit for £70. Bro, no word of a lie. I ended up selling that tracksuit for £38. That was the last time I went on eBay, bro. I've never been on eBay
It's
since.
like Poundland, in it?
It's a joke. So the point being, you sold a very good goalkeeper. Let's be real, because for me, Ramsbottom and Leno, I reckon they're about the same in terms of quality. Leno is the backup to Neuer in the Germany team. He's not someone to sleep on. Ramsbottom, he's not really even in the England squad, is he?
But
Well,
but but Ramsdale helps he helps that transition from the back and helps our attack. What do you
I hear
think?
you, but for
Sometimes you could just
Celtic,
throw a good diagonal up there and Martinelli would be up there running up for it.
but I think
He's done it lots and lots of times.
You sold Leno for about 3 mil. You sold that Tarares guy or whatever his name for about €6 million. It's just in line with Arsenal. Your club is known as the club that's got money to waste. There is a financial crisis, global economic crisis. You know, the cost of living has gone up. And Arsenal can afford, you might as well have given them Leno for free at £3 million. I mean, what is that in the game? It's a
No,
joke.
no, but
And
no,
it
but
just makes you realize that your team is not serious.
personally, I genuinely have that I have that problem with Arsenal Football Club. Uh, I was also talking about this on the Ryan and Claude show. Why is it that Arsenal can't get top dollar for our signings that we paid huge amounts of money
Because let me tell you
to
why.
get?
Let me tell you why.
That's the only
When,
area I really see Arsenal,
I'm, this is
have
this is
lots of
me.
deficiencies. Oh,
This
why
is
would a Leno be going out for £3 million? It's a
let me tell
sacrilege.
you why. And this is me, not as a Spurs fan. This is me as a neutral. Because Arsenal Football Club has muggums written all over their forehead. That is the truth. You guys are a bunch of mugs. And let me tell you why you guys are a bunch
I
of.
don't think so.
Let me tell you.
I think he had to go play for the World Cup.
No, let me
He
tell
had
you
to
why.
go.
Let me tell you why you guys are a bunch of mugs. When Arsenal come in for a
Yeah,
player,
yeah.
every player that you guys have been linked to is 60 mil plus. But we know that these players are not worth more than 15 million, 20 mil, 25 mil max, including bonus. The players that you've been
So
linked with,
Gabriel Jesus is worth just £15 million.
bro, there's a player in Germany
No,
that is been linked.
Can you answer that question? So
What?
Gabriel Jesus is worth £15 million or ten
Not
million
him,
pounds.
not him, but the players that you're currently linked with right now are not worth 60 mil. They're not worth more than Gabriel Jesus. Yet you guys are considering it because you guys got mug written all over your head. That's the thing. I reckon, you know that Sarr guy that plays for Watford?
Who?
Sarr, Ismaili
Yeah,
Sarr.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah.
you guys would pay 60 mil for him. That's
Why?
the
Why
sort
would we
that's,
pay that for him?
that's just because that's the sort of club that you guys are.
But you know
Yeah,
the amount of money. You know the
it's
amount of
hard,
money you bought Bissouma with, right?
Only it's hard to hear, but it's the truth, bro. It's the truth. That's what Arsenal do. You overpay for players and then you sell players way under their price. Tottenham would never sell Leno for that kind of price. I don't care if the World Cup's tomorrow. We're not selling him for
That's
that
why
type.
I'm very objective with this. I'm very, very objective with this because that's an incendiary area in Arsenal Football Club that I've been trying to understand. How is it that will let a Torreira go on loan for 5.5 million euros for a season? We
Um,
can't even get top dollar, like up to we can't even get good 10 million for a Torreira that it was
where?
fanfare when he was coming into the club. We're struggling to actually get any kind of money for Hector Bellerin.
Bro, and this is
These are
why.
the areas I'm having a problem with Arsenal
And
Football
Tony,
Club.
and spare
I
and
think we should do better, in that
also,
area.
but spare a thought for me who's having to watch this crap. Do you get what I'm saying? Spare a
Yeah.
thought for people like me having to watch the nonsense that your club is doing. And then when I go online, I'm being asked to take your club seriously. I mean, it's a joke, bro. The other thing that made me laugh is the fact that Odegaard is your captain. I mean, when you see moves like that, how can I take your club serious?
But did you hear what happened? Do you understand about the specificity, the specific things that really happened?
Bro, Odegaard is your captain.
You heard right that they voted for Zaka, right?
They voted for Xhaka, and then what happened?
Yeah, and then Zaka said he wasn't going to take it. Of course, he will be amongst the
Xhaka is
controlling group, the
he's a
controlling
sparrow,
leadership, but he
bro.
wasn't going to don that that armband.
Xhaka is a
So,
joke
so
anyway.
Odegaard wasn't the first choice.
I respect Xhaka for coming forward and admitting that he's no captain. I think in the first 3 episodes of All or Nothing, was sent off twice.
Yeah.
So I
He
mean,
has he genuinely has that problem with indiscipline, and
but he can't be captain, and he knows that. So big up to Xhaka for acknowledging his frailties and not taking on the mantle of captain. But the mere fact that they were even considering Xhaka as captain this season again goes to the root of what I've been telling you is the problem at Arsenal. If you guys are not going to take yourself serious, how can I take you serious?
But although backstage, I've heard that Zaka comes to training quite early. I heard he's a hard worker in training. I heard that that he leads kind of like by example during training, and this is what uh, other managers that have been to the club have seen in him. They see him as a very very serious player, and you
Mhm.
cannot deny this fact because every manager that has come to the club after Arsene Wenger have actually put their hopes and trusted Zaka. I'm not saying it's correct, but there should be something he's doing right in it for them to look at him and say, "Hey, Zaka, I think you can be in this. You can take up this role of this leadership role, even if you're not wearing that armband. I do
Well,
think that you can lead this team. What do
well,
you think?
let's look at it. Since Arsene Wenger left, you guys finished where? What, sixth, eighth,
6'8", yeah,
and then
understandable.
and then fifth. So I don't know what Jacques is doing. Respectfully, what is he doing?
It's understandable. Even me,
I can't. What
I
you're
don't really
saying? Let me
want.
tell you, I'll be
I don't
real with
really
you.
like
Any
Zaka,
real Arsenal fan who's
but
talking, any real Arsenal fan who's talking about you guys getting in the top six this season, if you
yeah.
guys are serious about being in the top six, Xhaka cannot be in your starting 11. That's a fact.
But
As
but but
as
but
long
can
as
you
he's in
see?
your
But
starting
can you see
11,
it's changing
you will never
dynamics
get
in the
top
team?
six.
I, I, I
If
I think
Xhaka is
they've
in
kind
your
of like
starting 11, you
moved
can
him a
never
little
be
bit
top six.
upwards.
Huh?
I think they've moved him a little bit forward, a little
I
bit.
don't give a damn where he is. If he's in your starting 11, you guys will not be top six. A little bit like Ajax United. Yeah, Ajax United are going
So
to
he
suffer.
doesn't add anything to that Arsenal team. Is that what you're saying?
No, he does add something. He adds a digit.
All right then. All right then. If you say so. What other positives, objectively, what other
Positive,
positive did you see in that Arsenal team that
positive,
played Crystal Palace on
positive.
Friday?
Only positive from Friday is that Saliba looks like the real deal. He's
Yeah.
aggressive. He's like a Romero for me. He's aggressive. He's athletic. He's just on it. And I was like, you know what? Bravo. That's the only positive that you guys can take from that game.
But
Because it was pretty woeful.
there are comparisons. That I've been seeing the dailies. I've been seeing lots of podcasts, and there's this early comparison between William Saliba and Van Dijk. I know.
What? I
No, no, no.
mean,
I get that. I'm just saying. Do
that's a
you
joke.
think these comparisons are
Bro,
opposite parallels? What
bro,
do you think?
I'll be real. You know, in the interest of not wasting anyone, we're not even going to have that conversation here. There is no way we're going to say after one game that Saliba could be is on par
No,
with Van.
he has played. He has played the preseason with
We
Sevilla
don't. No, I don't give
and
a damn.
Chelsea.
Because you know my thoughts about preseason is a bit of a
Yeah.
joke, and I weren't fully convinced. He had a good game. He did well, but look, you can't do double standards. If you're telling me we're not sure about Kulusevski after he came in Jan and scored 5 goals, 8 assists, what the hell do you want me to say about Saliba after one game away to Crystal Palace? Are you kidding me?
But
No,
Kulusevski
Saliba,
won't give you. He's not a 20 goal poacher, right? He's not that. He's not that Wenger that would give you 20 goals in a season.
bro, bro.
He won't give you
I'm
20 goals
not
in a
asking for
season.
20 goals from Kulu.
Genuinely, I don't see why you need to
I'm
bigging him
saying
up. Actually,
Kuli can
like
get 12.
he won't
Kuli
give
can
you a
get
20 goal per season. It's just that
Kuli can
Wenger that
get
would give
12.
you 10
Kuli
at
can
worst
get
10,
12 to
12
15
goals in a
goals.
season.
Kuli can get 12 to 15 goals, and that's more than enough. That's more
Why?
than
Why
Lucas.
didn't he do it last season?
Because he came halfway through, bro. He's bro.
Another excuse
See, can I
from
tell you?
another
Let me give you a
Scotty
stat.
fan again.
Let me give you a
Why
stat, bro.
all these
Listen,
excuses?
let me give you a
Why?
stat.
I asked
Let
you
me
a
give you
direct
no. Let me
question.
give you a stat.
Can
Since,
Kulusevski
since
give
Kuli
you
has
20
come,
goals in
since
a
Kuli has
season?
come,
And then
since
you're
Kuli
giving
has
me
come into the
all
Prem,
this.
he's had more goal involvements than any other player in the Premier League. There you go. That's an actual fact. So put some respect on my guy's
No,
name.
no, no. I'm not
Respect.
disrespecting him. I know he's a good player. I rate him
A
actually.
good
I
player.
do rate him. I do rate him. I don't know of other podcasts, but I do rate him because
You need
he's
to
just
rate him.
coming into the Premier League.
Them other programs, they need to just wake up. If other podcasts are chatting crap about Kulisevsky, people should unsubscribe.
But seriously, yeah. Kulusevski he's a good player. I love the way he runs. He's tall. He can hold up play. He's good. He's okay. But the thing
Okay.
there is that is that guy that won't give you 20 goals in a season.
Are you, bro? You don't know that. He's already
He
scored.
needs that. He needs that
He's
help.
already,
He
bro.
needs that help.
Bro, let me help you out. Do you think Jesus is going to score 20 goals this season?
Yeah,
Can I,
I think he'll meet
can I,
up 25.
can I give you a fact that you can't argue with?
Shoot it, man. Shoot it.
Kulisevsky at the moment has scored more goals than Jesus.
Obviously, it's just the first game of the
I don't give
season.
a damn. Don't no.
How many? How
Don't
many? Then how many
don't do
points?
that.
How many
No,
points does
no,
he have
don't
for
do that.
that?
Don't do that.
How many points does
3 points.
Tottenham have for
3
that?
points. Don't do that. But
How
we're
many
gonna
points
start.
do you have
We're gonna
right
start
now?
pulling away soon.
No,
We're
no,
gonna
no.
start
How
pulling
many
away
points?
soon.
Deji? How many points does Tottenham have right now?
What do you mean, Ryan? Look, this Ryan guy is smoking bush. Ryan, no disrespect to you, bro.
Ron
You're
is in house,
forthcoming,
man. Come
but
on.
I'm not taking that, Ryan. That's some bull crap. Ryan, could you put that up? Put his comment up because he's getting on my nerves.
Tottenham
Ryan
are
is
top,
saying to
Deji,
me, no,
lad.
the next one,
It's
the one
one
below
game
that,
in.
the one below that, the one below that. Get
Okay, the
Ryan's
one
comment
below that. Yeah, I
this
was
right now.
keeping that for later, but we'll go into it.
Bruno signed for United halfway through and has dropped massively since jury's still out. Would you mean jury? Did you not watch the game? Did you not see the highlights, Ryan? If the jury is still out on Kuli, then 100% the jury is still out on Saliba. Bro, I'm telling you, Kulusevski is getting more goal returns, more goal contributions than Diaz. And we know that Diaz is a baller, bro.
But
What you
it's
saw
only
on
the first game
Saturday
of the
was
season.
that
Why?
Kulusevski
But no,
continued
Deji,
where
it's
he
only the
left off.
first game of the
But don't be
season.
coming with this, the jury's still out. If the jury's still out on Kulusevski, then Saliba is garbage.
You can back that up.
This is
You
the
can back
Arsenal
that up.
player. What do you mean? One
No,
game
no,
and
no,
what
you,
you
no,
just
no, no,
passed.
you, no, 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 no. You
Let me
can't back
tell you what
that
it
up.
is. Let me tell you, Tony, and what you and your friend, you and your Paddy, you and your bum chum Ryan are doing. Yeah, yeah. What you guys do? You guys are falling so low. Yeah, Arsenal fans. That the one little thing, the one little glimmer of hope, then you guys start talking. That's it. The one little glimmer. You managed to get 3 points against Crystal Palace. Now the world has
Let's
stopped.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
No, I'm
Ryan
not having
says to
that.
you, let me have it, Deji. Let's go, man. Let's
Emi
go.
Baba, Emi Baba thinks Jesus will get 20 goals this season. You stay there, Emi. You stay there. You're the only one thinking that. So you're on your own.
You remember the last time you came to the show? Emi Baba was here, and you and him had a little bit of a run in the other day. He's a
Emi,
top
Emi,
gooner. He's a
Emi,
top
Emi,
gooner.
Emi Baba come May needs to come on the show and put some respect on my name. That's it. In May, he's coming to put some respect on
So
my
in
name.
all wait, Deji, in all objectivity, if there's any that still remains in you, in your soul, as the Arsenal slayer, do you think Jesus will creep into that 20 goal zone this season?
No.
Why? Why aren't you convinced about a
I'm
Gabriel Jesus?
and
Why? Like
the
why?
reason why is not because of Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is a 20-goal striker. But in your team, he can't get 20 goals because you guys are not good enough. Your midfield is rubbish, bro. When you're still playing Xhaka, How the hell do you expect to get 20 goals? There's no way. You got Partey is the only decent holding midfielder. You've got Xhaka, and then if you haven't got Xhaka, who you bringing on? El Neni. We can't. I can't take you serious. It's like looking at McTominay and Fred. I can't take you guys serious. Look, bro. Even against Crystal Palace, your golden boy Saka, Martinelli, them guys were struggling, bro. And when they struggle, Jesus can't do nothing. That's why he couldn't score. And I can see more of that happening this season, bro. So no, he's not getting 20.
But again, you've just failed in giving Crystal Palace credit where they deserve
What are
it.
you talking about?
I don't
They
know why do we
outplayed
have
you,
lot of Klopp fan heads, lot of Klopp stands here.
Killing me.
Why are you guys such? I don't know. Like, why is it? Why don't you understand that we went to Selhurst Park to grind this result? It's not an easy place.
Ryan,
I can't wait for Liverpool to play Crystal Palace next this week.
Liverpool will smoke them on Monday.
Because people need to see it. Other teams
Liverpool
need to see what Arsenal saw
Liverpool's going to
last
do
week.
what you should have done. Watch what Liverpool do. They're going to turn them over.
Good.
I can see Liverpool.
Deji, let's
let's
go into Tottenham. We'll still come back to Arsenal later. We'll still come back to Arsenal later.
Come on.
Give me a critical appraisal of the game against Southampton. Deji.
Yeah, real quick.
Southampton 1, Tottenham 4.
The only thing I would say,
just give me an appraisal of that
I'll
game.
give you a quick appraisal. The only thing I would say is that during the previews and the build up to the game, I said that the danger man for Southampton is Ward-Prowse. That guy, when he takes a free kick, is like a penalty. He didn't score a free kick, but boy, the goal he took was a good goal. But
you can't deny its quality, right?
That's a class goal. And the only thing I would say about Ward-Prowse, I want to big him up. The only thing is I want to see more from Ward-Prowse, because for me, he's almost moving like an NFL player. You know, he's the type of guy that I'd only bring him on for a corner or a free kick. But in the game itself, he goes missing. But that's my only criticism of him. For me, if you're going to give props to Crystal Palace, you've got to give props to Southampton. Southampton played some very good, sexy football. And remember, you guys lost to them towards the end of the season, just like Tottenham did.
Come on, man. Southampton will be battling relegation this season.
No, they're not.
What are you talking about?
What I don't like, can I just say something?
You can go into Southampton's home and beat them 7-0.
Only, what I'm not going to allow you to do on Minority Report is to do what everyone else on the other channels are doing. Don't be regurgitating what you read on Twitter and in the newspapers.
No, but genuinely, I think the Saints will be fighting for relegation this season.
Are you joking? Southampton, have you seen their players? They are not getting relegated. They're finishing above Crystal Palace this season.
Are you serious?
That means you're telling me that Crystal Palace is going to get relegated.
They just lost 2-0. It's not much, but
you
beat
Crystal
that
Palace,
comparison doesn't gel in any way.
Southampton will beat you guys.
You beat Southampton 4-1.
Southampton will beat Arsenal.
Ring the bell.
Anyway, Southampton will beat you guys though. They will beat you. But let me give you the critical appraisal. Tottenham started the game with we didn't bring any new guns on. You know why? Let me tell you why. Because we didn't need to. Yeah? We didn't need to. We spanked this team.
Oh my God. This is what I was avoiding.
Let me give you another fact about the game. We scored 4 and neither Son or Kane was on the score sheet. Deep that. Just let that sink in your mind. Let that sink in your mind for a moment. Kane or Son was not on the score sheet. If football was fair, if Spurs won 8-1, even Hasenhüttl wouldn't have begrudged Tottenham of an 8-1 victory. Because if Son wasn't greedy, he could have given Kane 2 chances, he would have scored. Definitely. But bro, let me tell you what I saw from my team. Conte said it in the week.
He said, the Minority Report.
He said that the Tottenham team is ready for the game. Apart from that little blip where Southampton scored, they got absolutely turned over. They got turned over. They didn't know what to do. Do you know, at one stage,
I'll cut your appraisal there just for a bit. Southampton scored a goal, right?
yeah,
Did that goal show any defensive frailties from Tottenham at
no,
all?
no,
Did
no.
it expose
That
your
was just an
defense
odd goal. Bro, let me
in
be
any
real.
way?
No, it didn't. It was just a great goal. And sometimes, as a football fan and football players, you just got to put your hand up and put some respect on his name that he scored a great goal. And there's nothing we
Yeah,
can do. We
yeah.
couldn't have defended it.
It was
But
an
also,
absolute belter.
the Southampton manager put some respect on Tottenham. He said that Southampton could not cope with Tottenham. They couldn't cope. They couldn't hack it. And he just said, you know what? All they can say is we move on to the next game. Tottenham turned
But
Southampton.
that's a bit unfair, in it?
What are you
In a
talking
team
about?
where you have Son,
Southampton
in a
got
team where
turned
you have
over. We
Son,
made them look
and
like
you have
we
Harry
made them look
Kane,
like
and
Chelsea
you have
FC. Bro.
a Kulusevski, who's causing damage and bringing his, bringing that power and that might from last season and bringing it into this season. The comparison, it's a bit off,
No,
don't you think?
it was not off, bro. Bro, that performance, bro. Look, everyone, all the pundits now are saying that they can see Tottenham finishing third, or Tottenham challenging and being contenders. That's
A-
how
anyone
convincing.
that doesn't see it is blind and is not objective, But again,
No,
there's still that
no, you
spotty
can't say it. You can't say that. You
factor
can't
that
say
might
it.
still come to play.
I'm
You
telling
never
you
know.
now. I'm telling you now.
I still think you cannot hold it against Liverpool. I
Bro,
still
let's
think
see.
you can't
I'm
hold
gonna
it
go.
against
I'm gonna
Manchester
go out. You
City.
know me, Tony. One thing about me is that I'm not one of these podcasters who like to come on the show and play safe. That's just boring. I'm not doing any of that crap. Do you get what I'm saying? I've told you straight that Tottenham's
Yeah.
going for either the Champions League or the Premier League. And when I look at the table, I'm not wrong, am I? When I look at the table currently, I'm not wrong, am I? So let's just
let's
put some
let's see
respect on my
let's see
name.
what the
I
United
don't.
family said here. Okay, we have Lanre Adebambo, my guy, and then he says, Jesus can't score 20 goals this season
That's the guy.
unless he is given penalty responsibilities
That's my dog
to
right there.
make it
Lanre
all
knows.
up. What do
That's
you
it. He's
think
gonna do
about
us.
what Lanre said here?
Well,
Any credibility in that?
Lanre is a football man, and this is why. And let me tell you why
He's
Lanre
a
is a
Chelsea
football
fan
man,
anyway.
because
I know him.
he can see what I see. Look, let's be real, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what the level of disrespect that I'm seeing in this football? And that's why on these shows we need to expose it. Can you believe that Salah got in the Premier League 11 for scoring 23 goals, even though half his goals were penalties? Whereas Son scored 23 goals without pen. Who deserves to be on that Premiership 11?
I think there were flaws in that. I also
Right.
saw. I
So
was shocked
I'm
when I
now
saw.
saying, so Lamre is basically saying he's seeing Jesus potentially doing a Salah. Majority of goals, pens. And
I don't
I
know,
agree
but
with you.
something just tells me that he'll prove his worth this season.
Well, bro, I think what you're still doing is, bro, have you finished watching the Stranger Things? Have you finished watching it? Because I think that's what
Yeah,
you're doing.
I have.
If you
Of course,
finish
I've not
watching it,
watched the new season yet. Anyway,
so what's happening is I need to pull you out of the upside down. Because if
but
you
I'm serious. This will still get. It will still get us
bro,
a good 22,
we'll,
22,
we'll
23 goals
I
this
think it
season.
gets
You'll
you
see it.
22 goals in all competitions. He's not going to get you
He'll get a
22.
25 all competitions.
He's not
That
getting
is
you
a good
22.
25.
Jesus is not getting you 22 Premiership goals.
Then the jury's out for that. Then let's see.
Well, I will
Let's see.
see. But what I
And
will say,
thank God you'll be
what I
gracing
will
the
tell you,
minority
bro,
report.
what
So
I will tell
you
you
know,
though is this. Let me just quickly give you where I'm going with this when I'm landing.
okay.
Tottenham was so convincing that they're going to give Chelsea a royal spanking this weekend. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Last season, we lost to Chelsea about 4 times. Yeah, every time we played them, they spanked us. And Conte said, look, the gap between Tottenham and Chelsea is too wide. That if we were to play them tomorrow, we'd get banged. But towards the end of the season, when we
Yeah.
were doing our thing, when we beat you guys, he said, if we played Chelsea, we would be ready for them. That was then. So I can tell you now that Tottenham is ready for Chelsea. He's got the players. Richarlison's back this weekend.
Yeah.
Basuma's likely to get more game time. Perisic is feeling his way into the Premier League.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. There's
also
that
because
Perisic factor, right?
Chelsea's team is still kind of fresh. Let's be real. Sterling,
Yeah.
Koulibaly, they don't look like they're settled. I mean, Koulibaly, let's be real. He looked like he was playing, Jungle Fest or something, just run all
But
over the
come on,
pitch.
that game against Chelsea this weekend, please just give me your genuine thoughts about that game. What do you think is going to happen? Is
Tottenham and
Tottenham
Chelsea.
going to slay them just like you
Yeah,
slay Arsenal podcasters
yeah.
all the time?
I can
What do
see
you think is
Tottenham.
going to happen, Deji?
I can see Tottenham
Be
going
very
away.
objective with this
Yeah,
one.
I can see Tottenham going away and winning 2-0. The reason why I can say that is because
That's a
if you
big
look
one.
at, let me tell you why. Because Havertz, he's got no pace. What?
I
In terms
agree.
of our centre backs, they're gonna mark him all day long. I would have been more fearful of Lukaku than I am of Havertz. You've got Sterling. We know about Sterling. We stopped Sterling when he was at Man City. We'll stop him here. That's a fact. And then you've got on the right hand side for Chelsea, what Hakim Ziyech?
Yeah.
What? I mean, he's not since he's come over, he's not been fantastic. And then I'm looking at you've got Reece James, Koulibaly. The question is, can Koulibaly stop Kane? And
And
can and
on
bro, let's be real.
that's
Let's
the
be
big
real.
one. That's the big one. That's the one we have to see because uh, Koulibaly is just coming into the league. He still has to earn his credits here, right?
He's got to earn his credit, but also if you look at the back three, it's Aspilicueta, Thiago Silva, Koulibaly. Bro, is this mummy returns? I mean, you see dust. You know, the back three is so old. So for me, them guys are not stopping Kane and Son. There's no way. And then we've got Kuli. Kuli is up against. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Kulusevski is up
Yeah.
against Ben Chilwell.
Oh,
Well,
oh,
exactly. So
oh.
I can't see Chelsea scoring. But I remember, look, bro, let's be real. Everton is pretty crap. I'm not gonna lie. Everton is crap, and they got a 1-0. They got a
Yeah.
1-0. Do you know what I mean?
But
So that's what I can say.
I still think Chelsea might. Chelsea, they are this big stage steppers up. They step up in the big stage. I think they will step up this weekend.
Who? Who?
They'll really go for it. Let's see what
Yeah.
Ram Maguire, Gunner TV, is saying here. Jesus wasn't on the score sheet. We won 2-0. You were saying that was a negative about 5 minutes ago, but it's a positive if Kane doesn't
I
score
didn't say
and
that
we
was a
win.
negative.
Uh,
I didn't say
give,
that as a negative. What I
just
said,
give Ryan Maguire
no, what I'm saying,
an
Ryan,
answer right
is
here,
that
right now.
what I'm saying to Ryan is you got 2-0. Let's put things in context. You scored an early goal, and then you were pretty much outplayed by Crystal Palace the whole game, and then you got a jammy own goal. So if that's the standard as an Arsenal fan, Ryan, that you're happy with, then that's good for you. But what I am telling you is that that type of football is not going to last very long in the Premier League. And Ryan, I can see you looking at me. You and I both know that. Whereas the difference with Tottenham is that we smashed Southampton without Kane or Son on the score sheet.
But
That's different.
Southampton they're a
No,
relegation
no, I'm
team,
not
in
hearing
it.
it. Tony, I'm
That
not hearing that.
comparison,
I'm not
it's
hearing
a
that
no
crap.
go for me because
I'm not
I
hearing that
still
crap.
think that Southampton will be battling relegation this season.
You keep
It's only Prowse that was the outstanding player in
what
that
I'm saying
team.
to you,
Defensively, they were a
can you
shambles. You
let's clip
guys
it.
run them ragged in the
Let's clip
defensive
that.
areas and in the
Let's clip
midfield
it, bro.
area. They didn't have any potent
Southampton
striker
will
out
not be
there
fighting.
holding out for them.
Southampton will not be
They
fighting
were a
relegation
shambles.
this
It's a
season.
disgrace. It's a
Southampton won't be fighting
disgraceful
relegation this
Saints
season.
team out there that
There is
played you
no way.
guys.
But
And
I
Deji,
agree.
I am shocked that you're bigging up your chest confidently, coming here to the Minority Report with your chest big up and opening your
Yeah.
mouth and saying that
So
Chelsea would win the
can I?
league
So,
because you've
Tony,
just
can
won
I be real?
Southampton.
Can I be real? Can I be real?
Please
You
be real.
shouldn't be hosting Minority. Can I be real? You shouldn't be hosting Minority Report tonight. You
Okay,
know that.
I'll take that. That was a
You know
cheap
why?
shot, That was a cheap
Let
shot.
me tell you.
But
Let
yeah,
me, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why you should be hosting Minority Report.
tell me, my man.
The league. Tell me. You tell me.
Tell me, man. I'm listening.
I can pump my because my team is number one.
Oh my
Exactly.
god. I knew this was coming, I knew
You
this was
go.
coming.
There you go, bro. Oh, let me help you out. Let me help you. Can I help you? Because now all of a sudden the Wi-Fi is not working. Let me help you. When your team's top of the league, you can pump your chest too. Yeah? Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
That's why I'm pumping
Let,
my chest.
let's see. Ryan Maguire says Crystal Palace 12th last year, Southampton 15th place. Will finish above them again this year. What do you say to that? Crystal Palace came 12th last year, understandable. Southampton 15th last year. And
Let me tell you
you're
what.
bigging up your chest because you won them
Let me tell you what
this
I
past
think from
weekend.
that. Let me tell you what I think from that. From what Ryan wrote there. The only
Yeah.
thing I can say is, Ryan, are you a maths teacher?
I,
That's what
I
you.
can
That's what you
vouch for
getting
him.
from.
He's not a maths teacher.
That's what. That's what you're getting from me. What is he? What is he a maths teacher? Because I don't know what he means.
Okay, we have a quick one here from Dimitri Bow.
Who the
Dimitri
hell is this
Bow.
guy?
I don't know, man, but thank you and big ups for coming to the show, Dimitri. You're welcome here. Your family too here now, man. Palace have finished above Southampton in 4 of the 5 past seasons. Not by huge margins, but numbers don't lie. Deji,
Oh,
what
so
do you say to
let
our
me.
friend here, Dimitri?
What I can say to Dimitri is that Tony Claude. I don't know if it's you or me, but you seem to be attracting maths teachers tonight. Telling me about huge margins, 4 and 5, all of
No,
that
but
crap.
but,
Let's look
but
at the teams
it
and
has
let's
gotten to
see
that
what
it has
let's
gotten
see
to that
what's possible.
stage that you cannot deny it that Southampton were poor and
They
Southampton
weren't
team it's a
poor.
poor
Tottenham
team.
was that.
It's
No,
a poor
no, I'm not
team.
having you. Don't disrespect my team. Southampton was not poor. My team was that good. Respect my team, bro. Like
And
Fulham
then Arsenal,
was
and
that
then the
good against
Arsenal team
Liverpool.
was and then the Arsenal team was garbage.
Bro, you admitted it early. If you wind back the show, I asked you, did you play
What
well?
are you
We asked,
talking?
did ask, did you play well? Oh, look
Hey
at
man,
Machill. Look at this guy. Let me see this guy, Machill.
which guy?
Is he one of your friends before I go in on this guy? Is he one of your friends?
I know him, but you could have a go at him, man.
Machill, you don't want it tonight. You really don't want it. Let me just leave it there.
Makil, are you hearing?
I leave it there.
Jesus will
I
score
leave
more
it there,
goals
Machill.
above
Jesus has not
Kane.
scored more than Kane
Amen.
in any season.
Amen. Makil.
Machill,
I don't know
Machill,
on that one.
I'm gonna. You know what, Machill?
I don't know
I'm
on
in a
that
good.
one, man.
I'm gonna let
You
you
know,
slide on that one.
I'm an Arsenal true and true. I'm
I
red
mean, where
blooded,
is Machill?
but
Where is
bro,
Machill listening to the games from?
bro,
Where is he listening to the game? Because he's clearly not watching this.
bro, that's a huge one. It's something I can't answer. Jesus to score more goals above Kane.
I mean,
Let's don't even talk
that
about
is the most
the penalty duties
wildest
of
statement
Kane.
I've ever
Kane
heard in
scores
my
lots
life.
of penalties.
Machill,
I,
you're not for
I,
real.
I, I,
You're
I,
not for real.
genuinely, Makil, I don't really see Jesus, you know,
I mean,
scoring above
Machill.
Kane. I'm a bit skeptical about that.
Do you know what it is? Can I tell you what it is? Machill, can I ask you? Are you starting your own show?
No.
Because I think like some people make statements, and then some people make these statements because they think it's
No,
entertainment.
no, no,
I
no.
want to ask
But
Nikhil, is he
good thing
being
about
for real, or
Tony
is he
Claude on our
entertaining the
TV.
chat?
People can make their opinions known and heard. No one is going
Yeah, but
to,
I mean, there's some.
stop
Let's be
them
real,
from
bro.
doing that.
But Tony, what we got to do is also help people. Do you get what I'm saying? When they make crazy statements like that, you have to help them. Mitchell, don't worry. Wherever you are in the world, I'm I'm gonna help you, bro. I'm gonna help you. I'm just gonna
Let's
help you.
see. I think there's another one here. I'm for real. Oh, he doubles down on it.
He needs
Deji,
help.
you actually have
I'm gonna help him.
someone who wants to match you chest
Bro,
for chest
can
right
you
here.
Mitchell, can you send your details to Tony? I'm gonna help you, bro. I'm gonna help you.
Maki, you heard it, man.
You need
Dejispurs
help.
wants your DMs.
I'm gonna help you. That's
Hey,
wild.
Deji, please, I really want us to critically look into your game
Yeah,
that's coming up next week.
yeah,
Sorry, this week against Chelsea.
yeah.
Where do you think the battle would lie in that game
Bro, the battle is gonna
come
be
this
on the wall.
weekend? Where would
The
that battle lie?
the battle's on the wings, to be honest. And I think Chelsea are play a similar system to Spurs. You know, they've got Reece James, who I think is a class act. Ben
Yeah,
Chilwell, you already know what I think about Ben Chilwell. And it's
yeah.
up against Sessegnon, who I thought had a really fantastic game against Southampton. And Emerson
Actually, he
Royale.
did.
Emerson Royale, I'm not really feeling, but bro, it's gonna come down to who's got the striker, bro. It really is. And when you've got Kane and Son in your attack and Kulusevski,
Well,
even if you're having a bad game, you know these guys are gonna find the net. So Tottenham is gonna score because even someone in the chat, I think Emmy Baba said, "Look, Chelsea's back three lacks pace." Then it's gonna be a long day for them.
yeah,
And I'm saying to you, bro, Tottenham's front three up against Sterling, Ziyech, and Havertz. That's where
yeah.
the game is going to be won and lost. And I think even Chelsea fans have to admit that they're worried about this game. If there's a Chelsea fan that pumps their chest and says they're not worried, woe unto you. And you deserve exactly what happens this weekend because your team's getting pumped.
Deji, I'm sorry. For the first time on the Minority Report, I think I have to agree with Dejispurs here. I really think Chelsea is a team in transition right now. Um, I don't really see that formation working out with Sterling coming through the middle, that number nine position. If he comes through the wings, I would say, okay, that's fair and square. He could be able to drag away players out of that 18-yard box and bring in players, fast, pacey players like Ziyech and Pulisic that will be running and have an eye for goal. I don't really see where Chelsea will be getting 40-20 goals this season.
I don't
They
know.
don't have a potent striker.
But what I will say is similar to Crystal Palace. I think over time, you know, Tuchel
Yeah.
is a world class manager, and over time, I'm sure Tuchel is going to find a system that works. And one of the reasons why I'm convinced that Tottenham will get the victory is that our team is settled. We're so settled that we didn't start any of our new players. That's how settled we are. Whereas,
We
like
are.
you said, Chelsea's in transition, and you could even see it in the Everton game. They they, they don't know each other yet. And they're not going to know each
Yeah.
other by this weekend, are they? Let's be real. Koulibaly is getting to speak English with Thiago Silva. You know, so for me, because of also time. If this was like 15 games into the Prem, I don't
Yeah.
think I'd be pumping my chest. I'm not going to lie to you. But at the beginning, where you can see where Chelsea need to improve, they look very disjointed, and then they're going to come against Tottenham, who's very settled, bro.
As for me, I think that
It could be a
Tottenham team
disaster.
is ready. I really think they are ready. And there was something that really caused an alarm for me. It was just a total eyesore to just
What is
see that
Ryan talking about?
it was a total eyesore to just see uh Conte just bring the old players. All his new players were just sitting on the bench, waiting and ready to match in when there was any any mishap. You know,
Pleasure,
there's a clear difference when a team has a very very good bench waiting to just take that opportunity.
bro. It's
What do
I'm
you
not gonna
think?
lie, bro. As a Spurs fan, it fills me with joy, but I have to also put my hat and my eyes on the other foot. If I was a neutral, I'd be scared. I'd be
I,
scared.
I
Tottenham,
am genuinely scared. I've
you
said
should
this.
be scared.
It's a reoccurring theme for me. I've said it lots and lots of times. Anyone who's not taking sports serious this season, uh, I don't know.
It's all
I
there,
look at
bro.
that strike force, and you guys, Richarlison hasn't even started uh,
And let me even
hitting
give
the
you another
ground
thing.
running yet. And
You know the pundits. I watch a lot of Sky Sports, and the pundits that normally disrespect Tottenham, and I'm talking about Roy Keane, I'm talking about Mika Richards. These guys don't
no,
give
but they
Tottenham.
have they have the right to. They have the right
But
to.
but
You're not
listen,
you're not a serial winner.
no, but this season, Roy Keane is talking about Tottenham challenging for the Prem. Gary Neville is talking about Tottenham challenging. Jamie Carragher, these are legends in the game. So
Yeah.
even if you don't want to hear it from me, the legends in the game are also saying it. So unless you're a hater, you have to
Yeah,
just sit
yeah,
down and settle down and say, you know what, let me put my hand up. I mean, this statement from Ryan Maguire is probably why
yeah.
I can't answer any more questions from you, Ryan, because I've
Big
tried.
statement from Makil. But
What is
Kane
this?
got 17
What is
goals
this
last
crap?
year. Jesus is more than capable of beating that. Just depends on if Kane improves.
What is
What
he
do you
talking
think?
about if Kane improves? Jesus hasn't scored more than 12 goals in any Premier League season, and he was at Man City. So don't even talk.
But you need to check the dynamics about
I don't give a
why
damn,
that came
bro.
to
I
being.
no
He was
no
coming
no.
out
I
from the
don't know
bench.
where Ryan has the audacity to type that statement.
He was
That's
always
such a
coming in from the bench.
that's a whack
He
statement.
wasn't a starter for the Manchester
I don't give a
team.
damn.
And
You can't make
and that
you
team
can't make
have
a statement
lots
like
of straight killers in that team. Yes, there's something here. There's a tactical question here from Dimitri Bo. Dimitri Bo, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. And he says, listen to this one. He says, Kante will
look at
suffocate
this guy.
all balls in through the middle to Kane. Ben Chilwell can go toe to toe with Kulusevski. James will have Son on lock if he plays left. Spurs cost danger is if Son goes left. What do you say to Dimitri Bow?
What I say to
Shout out to you, Dimitri Bow.
Dimitri Bo is that it's clear that he's in have you seen that film Alice in Wonderland? Have you seen Alice in Wonderland?
All these your metaphors. I've
Nah,
never seen a podcaster that uses metaphors the way
I
you
think
do.
I think Dimitri Bo is in Alice in Wonderland, and I can tell you why. You read the second statement, because even you earlier, when I said Kulusevski is up against Chilwell, even you moaned, you groaned like, oh hell no.
Oh
And
hell
this
no!
and this Dimitri Bo, whoever he is, who must be somewhere out in, I don't know where he is. He's not watching games, he's listening to matches. How the hell does he think Chilwell is going toe to toe with Kulisevsky? Now, forget him, bro. He's not a serious guy. The fact
but
that
but
he's not serious.
But
I can't
I
forget it.
still do think Kulusevski will put Ben Chilwell on toast in
Bro,
that game. I
he's
actually see Chelsea losing this game. I'm sorry to say, maybe Sterling might add a little bit of a dynamic
no, he's
if
not.
he runs straight through the flank, but I don't think Chelsea have that enough firepower to
Bro, he's
overpower
Sterling
that.
is in a worse team than City, bro. He's in a worse team. So you
Uh,
need Sterling to play better than what he was doing at Man City. And that's gonna, even if he does, it's gonna take time. And it's not gonna happen this weekend. So
Okay,
Chelsea
Dimitri
cannot
Bo
win.
says something. The last one, he says, "Spurs have more chance winning the NBA Behave, bro.
Yeah, you know what it is, bro? I think he's on the wrong channel. Yeah, he's on the wrong channel, bro. He's talking NBA.
Dimitri, bro, man,
He's
big ups
talking
to you, man.
he's talking basketball,
Deji,
and
Deji,
he's on the wrong
Deji,
channel.
Deji.
Yeah,
Now, we've already run even way out of time. You know, when me and you talk, it's always fireworks everywhere. We can't keep hold of time, but
yeah.
I just wanted to go through these predictions first. Arsenal's game this weekend.
Do you know what?
Arsenal
Mm.
Arsenal goes up against Leicester City in the Emirates. What's your final score and prediction for that game?
Bro, I see.
Objectively,
I see
not as a
Arsenal.
slayer this time.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not doing the slayer. You know, with me, when I slay, I just slay facts, bro. I'm not here to
Yeah,
just do. I'm not
I get
doing.
you.
I'm not a mature.
I respect your craft, bro.
I'm not a Mitchell and I'm not a Ryan Maguire. I'm Dejispurs, aka Arsenal Slayer, Tottenham
Yeah,
Van Helsing. I
yep,
see Arsenal winning 2-0. I'll be honest with you. I think because Leicester, um, looking at Brendan Rodgers after their game against Brentford, he just looked dejected, bro.
yeah,
They've not really recruited well. It's the same old Leicester team, and I think
yeah,
you guys are buoyed from getting the 3 points from a game where naturally you would have lost points. So I see you guys beating Leicester quite comfortably. I think Leicester will struggle this season. When you're talking about relegation and Southampton, I think you should be putting Leicester in that equation, bro. I think they could get relegated because
But
they've
but
not
if
invested.
they manage to keep hold of Tillemans,
Well,
if they
if they
manage to
manage
keep
to
hold
grow
of James
team,
Madison,
that team,
Nacho, and mind you, they still have Vardy.
yeah, I
Any
don't care.
team that
But
has Vardy in their setup can always
Vardy's
survive a
missus
relegation
she
scrap.
just lost the court case. He's too busy trying to keep her happy. Look, I think Leicester could struggle this year, bro. They're the big one. They're the big surprise. People see that's what I'm saying, and this is what you
Yeah,
get when I come on shows. I'm not just gonna give you the usual. What's their name? Bournemouth is gonna go down, and all of that crap. No, Leicester could go down because
yeah,
they've not bought well. They've not bought, and it just looks like all the good work that they've done over the years has just been unraveled, bro. They can't keep players. Madison wants to leave. Tillemans wants to leave.
yeah.
When you get players wanting to leave and they stay, they never perform.
They never
Ericsson,
perform. Yeah, it
Ericsson, we had
affects
to sell
them
him for 20.
mentally.
Imagine we sold Ericsson for 20 mil
Yeah,
when he was worth about 60 mil
yeah.
because he was doing so much crap on that pitch that we just needed to get rid. And I
You
think
get rid.
Leicester are in that situation. A lot of them need new blood or they need a new challenge, and that's why I can see.
Chelsea Spurs. Who's taking that game, and what's your prediction?
So I see Arsenal winning 2-0 against Leicester, and I
Yeah.
see Tottenham winning. Uh, I see Tottenham winning 2-0 against Chelsea.
Against Chelsea. That's a very modest one. In the other big six games, where do you see that game? Liverpool and Crystal Palace.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you,
Liverpool
bro.
will be on Anfield. They'll be eager and roaring to go.
One thing you know about Klopp and Liverpool is that he's the only manager that I've seen that knows how to keep the motivation in his team. Every time Liverpool play, they play with anger. This was even
Yeah,
after they won the Champions League. This was even after they won the Prem.
yeah,
Jurgen Klopp was royally pissed on Saturday. Do not get it twisted. He was
yeah.
fuming.
And then
He,
he was blaming the pitch that it was
bro,
dry. Like,
well, I rate him. I
what is
like
all
him.
this? What is
No,
all
but you
this,
know what
man?
it is? He's a winner, bro. And that's what winners do. He couldn't understand
Uh,
what
he,
he couldn't understand what he
but
just
come
saw
on,
from his
man.
thing.
Come
Bro,
on, man.
Let me tell you what he's
Why
gonna
would you
do.
just say,
Crystal Palace could get. I'm gonna go for 3-0, and that's being conservative, but I can see them knocking 5 past Palace. That goalkeeper for Palace is absolute crap. And to be honest, yeah, I can see I'm going 3-0 Liverpool.
a
They're
3
not
nil
gonna
Liverpool,
score.
right?
They're not scoring past Liverpool. Matata, there's IU, their strikers. I mean, they couldn't score past Arsenal. So how the hell are they
Okay.
gonna score past Liverpool?
Okay. Then what do you think about the game? Manchester United.
Against two.
I think Manchester United play. Oh my God, I
Let me just
have
have a look.
to check this out.
Manchester United is playing on this weekend. They are,
Uh,
yeah, they're away to Brentford. I can see them losing
yeah, they're
2-1.
way to Brentford. Yeah, it's Brentford. Do you think they would get absolutely snatched?
Bro,
Like the
let me
snatching of
tell you
souls
about
would
let me
happen
tell you
in
about Ajax
Brentford?
United. I've been calling out Ajax United's demise since the beginning of May. Yeah, the beginning
Yeah,
of May when they were telling me about Ten Hag. I had some guy from United. I think he's called Scotch Bonnet United or something to do with Pepper. Tell
yeah.
me that Ten Hag is better than Conte, and that's when I knew that was the last
No,
time. Let me
no,
tell
no.
you what happened.
I don't
When
agree.
he said that, I can tell you that that was the last time me and him was on the show.
No, no, no.
That's the last
I
time.
absolutely don't
Ten
agree.
Hag, Ten Hag
Yeah,
looked like Little Red Riding Hood on Sunday. He looked
no.
lost. He looked
Conte
lost
is a
in the
top
woods.
manager.
He
He's a
looked
top
like he looked
manager.
lost. Yeah, he's
I
crap.
even wanted Conte in my team. I wanted either a Conte or a Pochettino. That
Yeah,
was who I wanted, to come into the Arsenal team.
bro.
We get Arteta, okay. Let's get
Brentford,
behind him and see
Brent,
and see what he can get.
Brentford is gonna murk Manchester United, bro. Look at Brentford. Brentford. What I like about them is that they are what I call street footballers.
Ivan
These are
Tony.
these are
Yeah.
ballers with no name. Do you know
Tony's
how
gonna put Lisandro on
yeah.
toast in
Nah.
the weekend.
They're gonna
Yeah.
finish United because Brighton weren't great.
Yeah, they
If you
weren't
watch
great.
them,
I
they
totally
weren't
agree.
great, bro, and they still lost. Do you think Brentford in their ground?
Oh my God.
Man, you know, no,
Manchester United
they're
is
losing that. They're losing that game.
Deji. I pronounced this yesterday on the Ryan and Claude show. And I said that Manchester United might be gearing up for a relegation scrap. Are you in that realm with me?
Bro, I think that Ten Hag will find a way, but I wouldn't be surprised if Manchester United finish mid-table, bro. I wouldn't be
I genuinely
surprised if
think
they finish like ninth or 10th.
I think they will genuinely
They're worse than
struggle.
you. They're worse than you. Legitimately, they're worse than you.
Now you're kidding me, right? But
They're worse than you.
let's just stick to the guns here.
Yeah, I
Where will
think
their goals come from? They have,
Ronaldo.
they have a Ronaldo that doesn't want to don the shirt of the club that he's a legend with.
But
They have a Rashford who doesn't seem to have his goal scoring socks
they played
on.
out of position.
He doesn't even know where the goalpost is
They
right
play
now.
Rashford out of
I
position.
think he still wants to go and do lots more charity. They have a Sancho who keeps running like an headless chicken and doesn't find the goalpost. And they have Ericsson playing a backup striker
I mean,
for them
they played Ericsson as a false nine on
as a
Sunday,
false
and
nine.
I laughed.
How
And
low? How
I said to
low has
myself, if
Manchester
any
United
Man
gone?
U board is watching this, I can help you for 6 million a year pounds. I will help you get your team into the top six for sure. Not top four, but top six. Because
And again, what do you think? Shameful scenes in the theater of dreams last weekend. The fans were scrapping each other. Did you see that in the
bro,
news?
that's what you get when you're poorly managed. But you know what I would say is that I don't know why all the manage. I don't know why this is not hard. Rashford for me is a baller. He's always been a number nine, but you're playing him on the wing. You can get wingers, and feed the ball into Rashford.
No,
But what I will say though is that when
but there's a
Ronaldo
problem
came,
there.
it
There's a
didn't play.
problem there. He lost two sitters. He lost two sitters last weekend. You
Bro,
can't tell me because it's being played in the wings, and
I
then
still
there's an
want Rashford,
opening for you to score the goals, and
bro.
then you can't score it.
But what I will say to you is that
Being a
what
winger has nothing to do
what
with an
most
open
strikers will
goal.
say, what most strikers will say is that he was in the position to have the chance. And for
Exactly.
me, sooner
Just
or
put the ball
later,
in the net.
sooner or later, Rashford finds the back of the net. But you got to give him time. You just got to give him time and play him as a number 9. But playing him out as a winger, he's no Kulusevski, he's no Sancho, he's no, dare I say it, he's no Mason Greenwood. I mean, I feel Man U are missing that guy. I don't condone the nonsense that he got involved in, but Rashford
Yeah,
is not that guy. So for
exactly.
me, I feel like they're just playing people out of position. When you're playing, I dare Ten Hag to play Ericsson as number 9 against Tottenham. I dare him. Because that game, we will be at the halfway line. Where is he running to? He's not running anyway.
So in the final one of for the Minority Report today, Manchester City will be at home to Bournemouth. What do you think?
Yeah, bro, I'm sorry, bro. But, the way Manchester City grinded down West Ham, I mean, the West Ham, they literally rolled over and showed their knickers. Bro, I think if I was a betting man, I'd have City to win 5-0 against Bournemouth. They're not going to,
5-0, right? Yeah,
yeah,
they'll take an absolute drubbing
yeah, they're going to
in the
get.
weekend. Yeah, but
Haaland probably scores a hat trick on
a hat
Sunday.
trick on the day. Yeah,
If
he'll want
not,
to further announce himself to the league. Yeah, I think they will
me,
completely
I, I'm
obliterate
I'm going to
Bournemouth.
be putting a cheeky €5 on City to win 5 or 7-0 against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yes, Bournemouth. To be honest, Bournemouth are already looking to their next game now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, obvious. But
they've really
hey,
looked at the
there
weekend.
was something that happened. What will you say about that striker Haaland? In the Community Shield, he he lost a sitter that he should have just put into the back of the net. He was used as memes all over Twitter. He was being compared to Nunes. He was shamed and disgraced all over Twitter. And he bounces back by scoring 2 goals this past weekend. How do you see this striker doing? Throughout this campaign,
I like I said, me, call me controversial. I know he got 2 goals against West Ham, but for me, he rolled over.
which is a decent team. West
I,
Ham is a decent team.
Yeah, but they didn't play well, bro. They literally rolled over and told City to just hit me in the ass. That's what they did. Please in the ass. I tell you now, I think Ryan Maguire talked about the jury still out on Kulusevski. I think the jury's still out on Haaland and Nunes. I
Yeah,
didn't see enough from Haaland to be scared. What I saw from Haaland was if you're up against a decent defense, you're going absolutely nowhere. And we saw
yeah,
that
yeah,
in the
yeah. You're
Liverpool game.
absolutely
In the
punished.
Liverpool game, he couldn't do nothing. All he has is presence. He's very
Yeah,
big and he's very scary. But once
yeah.
you watch his movement, I think defenders in the Premier League will stop him. I
We'll
think
stop
he
him.
scores goals, but I didn't even the goals he scored for his level and for what we're expecting and for the hype around him.
Yeah,
I think we can say they're cheap goals. He got a penalty,
yeah. He got a
and then that,
penalty.
and then that through ball where he scored, you expect
Yeah,
a half decent player to finish that. So was that enough for me to think, ooh, Haaland's gonna come and blow up the league? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was just standard.
yeah.
So for
Um,
me, jury's
uh,
still out.
did you take note of the game between Leeds and Wolves? That was a kind of a surprise win last weekend. 2
Bro,
1. They defeated Wolves by 2 goals to 1. I was
bro,
shocked with that.
the manager has Leeds playing some really good football. I was shocked because I like how Wolves play. I think Wolves will get a
Yeah,
result. I think Wolves will beat Fulham on the weekend. But Leeds, they've got a good team. And Patrick, don't sleep on Patrick Bamford. He makes a big difference. Remember last season, they had a season full of injuries. I don't Bamford hardly played.
yeah. People are not giving them the credit they
Yeah, so
deserve
give
like
them
last
some
season.
respect. Yeah, give them some respect. They'll
And
lose to
mind you, they just lost to
Southampton.
Rafinha. It's gonna affect. I thought it was
But
gonna affect them, but
I
coming up
remember,
with a win.
but they play high intensity football and they
Yeah,
play good football. And I
yeah. So,
think
what do you think of Leeds game versus
Southampton,
Southampton
I think
on the
Southampton
weekend?
win 2-1.
Good. Hey, Deji, thanks for gracing this show, and definitely, I think me and you were already making this show a Dejispurs and Anthony Claude Minority Report. So definitely, I would like to have you next week again.
Yeah, be a
Uh,
pleasure, man. A pleasure. A pleasure, man.
if you could come and grace up the show again, it would be to be a honor to share the seat with you.
Bro.
Thank you very very much, and please can you tell us which show you'll be going up for the your next week or this
Yes,
week?
well, please, you can catch me on Paxton Road on Saturday. I'll be doing a match reaction show after the Tottenham, oh no, Sunday, sorry, after the Chelsea game. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be lit and fire, especially if Spurs get the 3 points. Then on Sunday evening, after later in the evening, I'll be on with Northside talking about the weekend's matches, dissecting Arsenal's game against Leicester, and going through what Tottenham did against Chelsea. Monday, you catch me on One Touch TV, where again I'll be badding him and his cronies. We've got some Ajax United supporters joining us on Monday, so
Shout
that
out to
should be.
One Touch. Shout out One Touch.
And then
Yeah.
Wednesday, you know what it is with my boy Tony Claude. We're out here on the Minority Report, where my chest will
Thanks.
be even bigger. Look, my chest so big, I can't
So
even wear
big.
my I can't even wear it the right way around. It's
I
so
hope
big.
it's gonna burst. I hope that chest is gonna burst by next
Please.
weekend.
Yeah.
By next week when I see you. Deji Sports, thank you very much. Big ups to you, man.
Big
And
up.
my
Big up.
viewers, tomorrow I'm going to be having a show with Ola from the United family. And that would be the rival show where we'll in-depthly look into Manchester United and Arsenal. And we'll also be looking at the games that comes up during the weekend. So Deji Sports, thank you very much. I hope to
Pleasure.
see you here on Wednesday where you
Pleasure.
grace the Minority Report. Thank you very, very much, Deji. Big ups to you, man. One
Bro,
love,
big up.
bro.
Thank you.